Hello, it's Lady Jess, and welcome to Faith and Fact. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe below, and you can follow me on any of my social media sites.
My life, it's my path. Yes, of course, I caught some wrath. Faith and fashion are my passion. Watch me pray, see me slay, and whatever I do, rep God all day. Guys and dolls, ladies and gents, it's just a lady leading, dropping jewels and hints. Faith and fashion, faith and fashion, faith, fashion, faith, fashion.
Welcome to Faith and Fashion, Wine and Dine episode. Hello, cheers. Today I'm making Brussels sprouts, lamb, Brussels sprouts with bacon. I don't eat bacon, it's for my husband. So I'm making my own separate Brussels sprouts without it. Lamb, yams, and Hawaiian rolls. I'm not making any on bread tonight. But yes, and so I'm just going to be sharing with you a little bit about myself. FYI, I listen to many genres of music. So yes, right now in the back, I believe this is Queen. This is Queen Aja. I like her. Medicine, Karma. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Not only do I cook for my husband, I actually started a pop-up restaurant, and it's called Jesse's Place. And I love to cook. I love Southern food. That's what I grew up on when I was with my grandmother and, different relatives when I would go down south for the summers. And that's also the food that my husband grew up on. He grew up beans, rice, cornbread, oxtails, short ribs, like all the greens, all the good seasoned black people food. I'm going to put it like that. Soul food. Things in our family was, you can be as cute as you want to be, but you ain't going to be put back on our doorstep because you can't cook. However, everybody can take heed. Some people can't cook. Amen. But we're going to leave that there. Oh, don't worry. I'm not stirring the pot. I'm just shaking it a little bit. Nah. So, however, I will say, disclaimer, coming into a marriage, it doesn't matter if you know how to cook or what you know, how, your grandmother taught you this way, your mama done taught you that way, your daddy said do it like this. You need to already know how to cook, or at least know basics of cooking. And it was, I guess, easier for me to transition to how my husband liked it, because marriage is about compromise with the food. So, honey, that's fine. You want a little seasoning that? I'll put that. You want a little this? Okay. Oh, you want me to learn how to do this? Now that I don't know. So my husband, being a cook, he was able to teach me some things, like things that he knew how to make, or things that he wanted me to know how to make, because that's what he liked. I would look up recipes. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Cooking brought us together. My husband's name is Reverend Jermaine Anderson. He is the pastor of People's Missionary Baptist Church. So yes, there you have it. I am a first lady. We've been at People's 5 years? No. We've been at People's Baptist Church going on 4 years in April. Lord. Going on 4 years. Yeah. My husband's been pastoring for 6 years. He's been pastoring for going on 6 years. So, God is good. Just to tell you a little bit more about myself. I am originally from Vallejo, California. relocated to Kentucky. It's Kentucky and Indiana is right next door to each other. It's like Emeryville in San Francisco. That's how close it is to each other. Excuse me for looking away. I told you all I'm cooking as well. It's the Brussels sprouts I just put on. Brussels sprouts with bacon for my husband. Because I'm having Brussels sprouts without. I don't want that. Now I am about to put the lamb in there. This is the bag of lamb that I have. I did not buy it in the bag. So I always just kind of marinate my meat because I like my meat to be flavorful. I don't like nothing bland. When people eat my food, I don't want them to have to add salt or add pepper. I like my meat just right. Took me a while to kind of get it together because I would just pour the seasonings and I would keep pouring. I would hear my ancestors say, "Daughter, that is enough." But I was like, okay, but hold on. However, this right here is killer. You have to do this. You don't have to, but for flavorful meat, I say go ahead. Some people put it in a bowl. I put it in this just to stick it in the refrigerator because I bought the meat today. I like to buy the meat a couple of days before, and whatever meat I'm gonna cook the night, I'll go ahead and season it for that week. I just bought the rest of the meat, so they're actually in there sitting in seasoning. So when I cook it, it's just gonna be very, very good and delicious and tasteful and just the way my husband loves it. That's all that matters, right? And yes, so what do I have in here? I have garlic. Now I'm about to tell you something. Garlic and onion is very good for your health. I'm talking about by itself. I'm not talking about inside here, but by itself. Garlic and onion is very good for a lot of things. However, I like to use garlic and onion, especially with lamb, to get that gamey taste out of it. That's kind of like what sucks it out. When you're sick, you can put an onion at the bottom of your foot, in the middle of at the ball of your foot. Put your sock on, go to sleep, and the onion pulls everything out of you. And that could just be a myth, a folktale. Going ahead, take my lamb out of the bag with all the seasonings and all of the vegetables that I have in here. So yes, put it in there. Yeah. So, my grandmother, Emma D. Ivy, is from Oxford, Mississippi. So, that good down home cooked meals where everything is from scratch. And she actually showed me, a lot of times people used to say, I use box because it's quicker. How? Faster or easier. House way. I actually realized making things from scratch is faster, healthier, and it's better. It's more cost efficient. I just feel like people who don't know how to cook say that. So don't let that be your excuse. Learn how to cook, women. Learn how to cook, men. You need to learn how to cook. My husband know how to cook. Well, he used to know how to cook. Well, no, the last time he did, he's doing better. Because for a minute, homeboy had lost his skills. He did not know what he was doing in the kitchen. He actually had burned some food. Sir. But I thank the Lord for him getting back on track. Amen. The lamb, the Brussels sprouts, and bacon is actually, I took it off the stove. The Brussels sprouts and bacon, took it off the stove. and put it in the oven. So now it's going to have that good texture. Kind of like, because bacon is not nothing to really play with. I like to make sure it's cooked all the way through. So I do it on top of the stove first, and then I put it in the oven. So it can have that roasted oven crisp to it. I have the yams on the stove. It's in the pot. Now, when you cut the yams and put it in there, do not go in, use a spoon and try to stir it. That's how you make, we're not making sweet potato pies, okay? This is yams. All you do is put the top on it, shake it, make sure you shake the sugar, everything around, you know, it's good. Whatever ingredients you put in there. I do mine differently. I can't really let you know. However, Just Ladies Cookbook will be out. So I wanted to show you all the lamb. I do not put water in my meat when I make it. I know some people, they like to say, I just put a little bit in there. I don't put no water. And the meat will create its own water. Well, the meat will create its own juice. But, I did not add any juice. It is actually. Shoot. Is it looking out? Yeah, I can see it. But yeah. Let me see. Yeah. It's not tender enough. The fork needs to be able to go through it with no hesitation, with no, it's too tough. Ain't nobody have time to be dealing with no tough meat. I can't stand no tough meat. I don't even like when restaurants send me a tough steak or something out. But you gotta go back there and finish that. Cheers. So I'm glad you all have joined. So while I wait for the food to be done, I usually sip my wine, listen to music, whatever I'm feeling. Earlier I was in worship mode, full worship mode. That was like my devotion period. A lot of times when I'm clean, I wouldn't say devotion, that's my prayer period. When I'm cleaning up and prepping the food, I'm prayer mode. Just, well, I'm just praying for everything. However, it is the wife's job to stay on her post, stay on her knees, praying. Amen. And then she needs to know when you catch it. You catch it. However, yeah, so that's what I do. And then after I come out of my worship mode, sometimes I'm feeling like I want to listen to some jazz. Sometimes I'm feeling like I want to listen to some New Orleans, like good upbeat, That's what I'm doing. Sometimes I might feel I still want to be in church. I'm ready to dun da 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 da, So just fun. So after I got done cleaning and doing what I did, I kind of in the mood some little good, R. Kelly station. So that's what is on Pandora, R. Kelly. Well, thank you for tuning in to Faith and Fashion, Wine and Dine. And I will see you next time. Until then, salut!
It's my life, it's my path. some that. Faith and fashion are my passion. Watch me pray, see me slay, and whatever I do, rep God all day. Guys and dolls, ladies and gents, it's just